Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016, the branding solution. We are here on Smackdown straight after the last pay-per-view, Night of Champions. And if you want to know what happened, you'll have to go back and see. And this is going to be the fallout as we lead up to the next Smackdown pay-per-view, which is called Unstoppable, which it feels like one of the more awkward pay-per-views because it's one before we do Survivor Series. But still, we're going to go straight into the pre-show for Smackdown and see what matches are going to be put together for that pay-per-view. And we have our pre-show where we have Gail Kim defeat Kimberly. Solid enough match, nothing fancy. Brooke Adams and Candice LeRae losing to Bad and the Beautiful. Simple enough. It's actually quite a good match for pre-show. They're getting better as a tag team, so I think they are going to become an official tag team as they have good chemistry as well. And these two are constantly improving, which I'm happy with. The Forgotten Generation, who are my current women's tag team champions, defeat Katrina Lee and Cameron. Yeah, I just threw those two together. I wanted the Forgotten Generation to get yet another win. They're pretty much a force, these two. And then we have Leve Bates defeating Makoto. And Makoto continues to put solid enough matches in. I'm really happy with that. Taylor Hendricks defeats Hyena, the Howling Huntress from NXT. Yes, that was a bad... I don't like that name, I'm really going to have to change that. But Taylor Hendricks gets a win, not a very good match, but it's building. Joyce O'Brien defeats Heidi Lovelace. Well, there's a new good chemistry between those two, so there's a potential for another something in the future. They're not actually the best two. As you can see, negative crowd, inconsistent. Both inconsistent, so just want to see which one's the better, and Joyce apparently isn't that good. And gosh, I'm glad I changed my main event. But Aaliyah defeats Christina Van Eerie. Aaliyah's continued to improve. My pre-show seemed to go in reverse, just seemed to get worse as I went along. But we head into the main show now, where we have Sasha Banks coming out saying she's the boss yet again. She put Charlotte to bed for good, and now she needs a new challenger. And Charlotte says, "You may have won this round, but I feel I've still got one more win over you." Which brings out Bayley, Bliss, Paige, Nikki Bella and Emma, who all stake their claim at wanting to be the next contender for Sasha's belt. And this leads to 3 one-on-one matches where we actually have Charlotte versus Bayley, Nikki versus Paige, and Emma versus Bliss. This was all they're all happening tonight, and the winners face each other in a triple threat next week to see who will be the new #1 contender. So, yeah, it was a good start to the show. I'm a bit worried that Charlotte's gimmick is getting stale, so is Nikki's. So I may look at those off camera between the show. And we go straight into the first one, where Emma defeats Alexa Bliss thanks to Paige's distraction. Yeah, I'm going to keep Paige and Alexa Bliss' storyline going a little bit. So Emma gets one of the spots in the triple threat. The Forgotten Generation cut a promo on Go Next. Yeah, I think that's what they were called. I always forget because it's something similar. And why they attacked and why they don't deserve to be in their ring. So it's a new heel tag team. You have a match. G Next defeat SAS. They have great chemistry together, so I feel like this could be a good tag team to go for the next titles. Alexa Bliss sitting backstage, furious that Paige interfered in her match, costing her her chance at the women's title, and she wants some revenge. Taylor May continues to show her ability by beating Alexi Nicole. Very simple match, really. And Taylor Hendricks is continuing a beatdown on Alexa Nicole, but Mickie James' music hits and Taylor May runs through the crowd. They are going to have a rematch. Taylor May made a big impact at pay-per-view, and this is going to continue for another segment. We see the Beautifully Dangerous discussing how they managed to beat Fox's clients thanks to the joining Ashley Lane joining the faction, and they comforted Eva Marie after her recent weeks of trauma being hunted down by Ember Moon. In a bit of a rebound match, I let the Extinction Agenda beat the Psycho Ward. I let Lisa Fox pick up the win this time because Ember Moon has been picking up all the wins, and I need to let Lisa Fox to have a little bit more momentum. After the match, very good promo from the three. Basically, they're saying they want another shot, and it's going to be 2 one-on-ones, and we're going to have. I'm still working out how I'm going to put this, but I'm going to probably have maybe 3 one-on-ones, these 3 versus 3 members, and we'll see how that one unfolds. The one who won't be in a match from the Beautifully Dangerous is Eva Marie, so it'll be interesting to see which way around I do these 3. Nia Jax wants a challenge. She beat the 3-on-1 last night. She wants a new challenge, and Taryn Terrell answers the challenge. And these two, Nia Jax wins by count out. I think this one works good for the storyline because they will have a rematch, and it'll be a build up to this rematch that's going to be the important thing. Because obviously Nia Jax will need pushing, but if we have her against someone too big, it's too early. So this is a good start to build up that match. We've got 5 more weeks to build this, so I can get Terrell winning a lot of singles matches to get her right up, and Nia Jax winning a few more squash matches. So they're going to both be a good momentum, hopefully going into the match. Bayley cuts what you call a typical Bayley interview, where she talks about this great opportunity to finally be able to go and face her good friend Sasha and continue what they were doing in NXT, and she wants that opportunity by beating Charlotte. But first we have Nikki Bella defeating Paige. I've wanted to keep this one clean to keep Nikki looking more credible. Paige, she's had a few title shots, so has Nikki, so we'll see where this goes. And we have the interview segment, which I like to have included now, and it's Edge sitting down with Carmella, who admits she wasn't ready for her match against Asuka at Night of Champions, and she feels she deserves one more shot to see whether she can finally take that Intercontinental Women's Championship off Asuka, and Edge is going to grant this, so that's good to see. In my main event, Bayley defeats Charlotte with a roll-up. Yes, I did it with a roll-up, so it makes them both look strong. It's a good main event match, 79. So, and it's building up the hugging time storyline. Charlotte is out of the number 1 contenders match. And afterwards, Becky Lynch comes out and lays out Charlotte, shouting, "Where's my chance?" So Becky Lynch never actually got put in any of these qualifying matches, and she thinks she's blaming Charlotte because Charlotte constantly gets another shot at Sasha, and Becky didn't even get a look in. So it's slightly heelish, but she's gonna have a little rivalry between these two. So we end the show with a 91, so let's see if we actually made it into the 80s. 81, I'm happy with that. We'll head back to the main screen and see what the world is happening. And we're back to the main screen, so we'll see what's happening. Aiden O'Shea staying with TNA. Don't know who that is. Michael Elgin gets divorced. Fair enough. There's some storylines that don't seem to be too relevant for me, and they got a 65 in TNA, so not too bad. We of course got ourselves an 81. Let's just check the decisions. It was renewing a contract. Yeah, the referees, they're always going to stay. Let's quickly check the news. Sasha Banks can't sell. Great. Never mind. We don't mind that. Now I can't go into the storylines too much detail because it will spoil stuff. We can look at a couple, but not all of them. That one can carry on. I can't show you that one. That's going to be quite interesting one. We can take those two out. Good. So that was doing quite well. And now I'm going to keep that one. I can't show you the pre-booking because I've actually made all of the shows, so I'll check that in the future. Nobody new on the hot list. Nobody new on the not so hot list. I've just done one little addition, is I've changed the Women's Intercontinental title to the Smackdown Women's title, and the tag team, Smackdown Tag Team Champions, is going to be that one. They're the only changes I've made so far. I think I may change this one into Universal. So that's some changes I will be looking at doing. Thank everybody for watching, and if you want to see, give me the predictions who you think will be facing Sasha Banks at the next pay-per-view. And until then, we'll be back with Shockwave.